When I power on my power supply, the channels 1 and 2 will work independently. The supply has a tracking mode, and I want to show that one of the settings to synchronize the on-off of the two channels is not persisting. So when I switch off and then back on the power supply, that setting gets lost. So at this moment I'm showing that everything works separately. I'm setting the voltage of one channel, and it only affects that channel. But then when I set tracking on, you will see that if I switch channel 2 on, it will adapt the setting of channel 1. That's the basis part of tracking. But now I'm going to show how to make the both on-off switches work together. First thing you see that, because this was a test, I have set power on to default instead of lost, but I'm going to change that. That the tracking mode is on and synchronous, which means that you can control the voltage from two channels. I've now just set the power on to last option, so if I switch off, it should take all the settings that we have. And now I'm going to enable that the power buttons work together and that two channels can switch on together. It doesn't work yet because I have not put tracking on here. Once I put tracking on, you will see that both buttons will react together. That's now. Both channels go on even if I press only button 1. The same for button 2. I'm going to do a last check now to see that I really have put the option lost in the persist mode and that the tracking off sync is enabled. That's the case. I switch it off and I will switch it on again. And let's look what persisted and what did not persist. You can see here that the tracking is on, so that has persisted, but the channel switching has not persisted. The two buttons work separately. If I go to the utility menu, you can see that that is set to disabled and that I have to manually put that to enable again after I power cycled the device. So I do that now again, and then it will work. But it's something I have to do every time when I switch off and then switch on the power supply.